Good day, distinguished delegates. Before we begin today's meeting, we will provide a brief security and safety orientation to ensure visual, audio, and digital information from unauthorized access or disclosure,
Good morning. His Excellency Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Minister of the Ministry of Tourism of India, who is joining us virtually. Srinivas Gotru, Ambassador of India to the ASEAN. His Excellency Alvin Tan, Minister of State, Ministry of Trade and Industry and Ministry of National Development of Singapore and incoming co-chair of the ASEAN-India Tourism Ministers. His Excellency Satvinder Singh, Deputy Secretary General of the ASEAN, fellow tourism ministers, heads of delegation, good morning. The ASEAN-India partnership is among the most consequential people-to-people relationships in our region. It is sustained not only by geography and growing economic ties, but by the steady movement of travelers, families, students, and entrepreneurs whose journeys deepen understanding and expand opportunity across our communities. For ASEAN, tourism engagement with India strengthens long-term demand, supports enterprise growth, and reinforces confidence in destinations that rely on stable and expanding travel flows. When this partnership is strong, its benefits extend across value chains, local economies, and the communities that welcome every visitor with pride and purpose. The progress we are seeing in ASEAN-India travel reflects renewed openness and a shared responsibility to ensure that tourism growth remains sustainable and aligned with long-term development priorities. This is why The ASEAN-India Joint Leader Statement on Sustainable Tourism remains an important guidepost for our cooperation. It affirms that tourism must create prosperity while protecting heritage, respecting communities, and stewardship of the natural environments that give our region its distinctive identity. From the Philippine perspective, we have seen how policy and connectivity, when advanced with intent and urgency, can translate quickly into measurable outcomes. The Philippines Visa-Free Initiative for India nationals reflects our commitment to make travel more seamless and to encourage deeper exchanges between our peoples. In the same way, the inaugural flights from India to the Philippines strengthened a vital bridge of access and immediately coincided with increased visitor arrivals from India in the last quarter of 2025. These developments are a clear reminder that when we open doors and build direct connections, tourism responds and communities benefit through livelihood supported and opportunities expanded. In the context of our meeting today, our cooperation is part of a broader effort to strengthen connectivity, deepen economic linkages, and ensure that tourism growth remains expansive across the ASEAN. We therefore look forward to discussions on connectivity and facilitation, sustainable tourism development, capacity building and human capital, innovation, and the creation of high-quality experiences that honor our cultures while strengthening our economies across the region. May our exchanges today reflect our collective commitment to a tourism sector that remains open, responsible, and economically viable. Thank you, and I wish us all a productive meeting. At this juncture, I would like to invite India as co-chair of the meeting for their remarks.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Co-Chair, Madam Cristina Gracia Frasco, Excellencies, esteemed colleagues from ASEAN member states, representatives of the ASEAN Secretariat, and friends from the tourism fraternity. It's my honor to represent India and co-chair this 13th meeting of the ASEAN-India Tourism Ministers alongside our gracious hosts from the Philippines. I extend my sincere thanks to the Department of Tourism of the Philippines for coordinating the organization of this meeting. I very much wanted to come to Cebu, but due to some domestic constant, as our parliament session, budget session is going on, I'm unable to travel to this time. Dear friends, India reaffirms its commitment to strengthening ASEAN-Indian cooperation, particularly in the tourism sector. Tourism has emerged as a powerful driver of economic integration and cultural connection between India and ASEAN. In 2024, 5.24 million Indian travelers visited ASEAN, while 0.87 million visitors from ASEAN traveled to India. This positive momentum has continued in 2025, with 5.2 million Indian travelers and 0.81 million ASEAN visitors recorded during January to October. Highlighting the strong and growing two-way tourism exchange, a majority of these travelers fall in the 25 to 35 years age group, which travel primarily driven by leisure, business, education, and medical purposes. Hotel occupancy rate in both India and ASEAN are healthy, contributing to a growing tourism ecosystem. These trends points to the enormous potential we share in further deepening our cooperation, particularly by targeting the youth and experience-oriented travelers. The ASEAN-India Partnership in Tourism Cooperation continues to grow from strength to strength. India was committed to the agreed framework and the professional exchange progress program conducted as a part of ASEAN-India Year of Tourism had great response and strengthened collective learning of sharing of Best Practices 2025 was especially significant as we jointly celebrated the ASEAN India Year of Tourism, announced by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji during the 21st ASEAN India Summit in Laos, PDR. I support this initiative. India has extended a dedicated contribution of US dollars 5 million to implement joint activities under the ASEAN India Tourism Work Plan 23 to 27. As part of these efforts, India organized a roundtable of industry leaders during the Great Indian Travel Bazaar 2025 in May 25 in Jaipur. The roundtable brought together key stakeholders from ASEAN member states to engage in focused discussions on luxury tourism and MICE. The objective was to explore ways to enhance India's positioning as a premier destination in these segments and identify areas for collaboration, co-marketing, and tailored experience for high-value travelers from the region. The 13th International Tourism Mart, held in November 2025 in the picturesque state of Sikkim at Gangtok, successfully showcased the rich tourism potential of the northeastern region against a stunning Himalayan backdrop. The event witnessed enthusiastic participation from a strong contingent of global delegates, with buyers and stakeholders from Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand attending in significant numbers from ASEAN region, reflecting growing international interest. The comprehensive program of ITM included curated B2B meetings, exhibitions, conferences, and experiential familiarization activities, providing an effective platform for meaningful business engagement, knowledge exchange, and promotion of sustainable and responsible tourism in the region. India also successfully hosted the first ever ASEAN India Cruise Dialogue from 30th June to 1st July in Chennai, with participation from all ASEAN member states and Timor-Leste. The dialogue focused on establishing an ASEAN-India cruise tourism corridor, improving port infrastructure, and mapping new cruise circuits, connecting key cultural and commercial hubs across India Pacific. India reaffirms its strong commitment to the ASEAN India platform, which remain of immense strategic significance, particularly in the tourism sector, since the last meeting in Zohar. We have worked closely with ASEAN partners to implement mutually agreed actions and continue to align our national tourism strategies with regional goals. We had adopted a joint statement on sustainable tourism during the summit in October. We strongly believe in sustainable, inclusive, and digitally empowered tourism development. We sincerely hope that initiatives such as data exchange workshops, programs, and cruise tourist cooperation will shape into actual action. India looks forward to enhance our engagement with ASEAN member states in areas such as sustainability, connectivity, crisis communication, and capacity building, as outlined in our work plan. Let us use this platform to consolidate our progress, explore innovative solutions, and jointly shape a resilient and trade future-ready tourism landscape that delivers tangible benefits to our commitments. With these words, I thank everybody and especially thank the co-chair Philippines. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We now call this meeting to order. We proceed to agenda item number 1, the adoption of the agenda flashed on the screen. The same has been circulated in advance by the ASEAN Secretariat. We invite the ASEAN member states and India for any comments on the provisional agenda. Seeing there to be no comments, the agenda is hereby deemed adopted. For agenda item 2, we invite the Philippines to announce the business arrangements for the meeting today.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for our announcements for our session today. We will have our hosted lunch at 12:30 p.m., hosted by the CNN, all our ASEAN